practice set 2.1. Now first question, that is identify whether these are Pythagorean triplets or not. So here from first question I am considering second sub question, Pythagorean triplets or not. So here 4, 9 and 12. These values are given to you and you want to check whether these values are Pythagorean triplet or not. I am not writing the heading. Question is check whether these values are Pythagorean triplets or not. So here whatever longest side 12 square 144. Then find out sum of squares of remaining two sides. 4 square plus 9 square 36 plus 81, that is 117. Now check this whether equal or not equal. Not equal, therefore 12 square not equal to 4 square plus 9 square. If not equal, then given values are not, this word, are not Pythagorean, are not the Pythagorean triplet, are not the Pythagorean triplet. So in this way, for the remaining questions, you have to check if you get equal, then Pythagorean triplet, and not equal, then not Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now let's consider question number 7. Here I draw the diagram. And in this question you are given that m cube equal to 9, p cube equal to 4, find out n. That is the question. Find out n. So whenever you have such diagram, right angle triangle and then perpendicular, you can use similarity of right angle triangle, then geometric mean, as well as Pythagoras theorem. Depends on you. So here, whatever, if the question is based on sides, then in triangle M and P, angle M and P equal to 90 degree and n cube perpendicular on M. Right angle triangle and perpendicular from the vertical right angle, then you can use any theorem. So here pi theorem of geometric mean, theorem of geometric mean, by theorem of geometric mean. So what does this theorem say? Whatever perpendicular, this altitude is the geometric mean of the two parts of the hypotenuse, m cube into p. That is the theorem. In this, let's put down value. n cube square equal to 9 into 4. n cube square equal to 36. Therefore, by taking square root, n cube equal to 6. In this way, you have to use theorem of geometry. Okay? In the same way, try question number 3. In the same way. Okay? Now, question number 4 and 5. Question number 3 in the same way. Now, question number 4. Such figure is given to you. Yes, R, P, PSR. Here 90 degree, 30 degree and 60 degree. The value is given to you. PSR is 6. Find the value of RP and PS using this information. Now check your diagram. 30, 60, 90, that is given to you. Then find out values. So first of all, we find out PR. This value is given. Now check this opposite to which angle? That is opposite to what? 30 degree. Okay. So here side in triangle PSR by 30, 60, 90 theorem. Now this value is given to you. Check this value opposite to which angle? That is 30 degree. So side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse is PR. Okay. Side opposite to 30 degree is half of the hypotenuse. So here 6 equal to half of PR. Therefore PR equal to 12. We got value of here. Now we want to find out SP. Now check this opposite to which angle? That is 60 degree. So here SP side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times of the hypotenuse. Side opposite 60 degree. Here side opposite 30 degree. Okay. Now here SP equal to root 3 by 2 and value of PR we just find out 12. So perform calculation. Therefore SP equal to 6 root 3. In this way you have to use theorem 30, 60, 90 which we have studied in standard time. Okay. Now question number 5 in the same way using 45, 45, 90 theorem that we have to solve. Now I proceed further. Question number 6 now. Question number 5 in the same way. Question number 6. Find the side and perimeter of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeter. Here diagonal is given to you. You want to find out side and its perimeter. Similar question asked in every board examination. Here about every examination for 1 mark. Sometimes you are given side, find out diagonal. Sometimes diagonal given, find out side. So in this way, in every exam there is a question based on this. So here read the question, question number 6. Read that question. You are given diagonal. Diagonal equal to 10 centimeter. And the question is find side and perimeter. First of all, of a square. First of all, here your formula. Diagonal of a square. Diagonal of a square equal to root 2 into side. Root 2 into side. That is the formula for diagonal of a square. So here 10 equal to root 2 into side. So here 10 by root 2 equal to side. Rationalize it. Therefore side equal to 10 into root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2. That is 10 root 2 by 2. Therefore, side of a square 5 root 2 centimeter. So we got side of a square. Now next question is find out its perimeter. Therefore, perimeter of square. And the formula we have read is 4 into side. So 4 into 5 root 2. That is 20 root 2 centimeter. In this way, a question based on this logic, here what in every exam asked for 1 mark. Now, here is question number 7. Again, I am giving hint for question number 7. In question number 7, you have to use theorem of geometric mean and then you can use Pythagoras theorem to find out the remaining values. Okay? In this you have to use first of all theorem of geometric mean and then you have to use Pythagoras theorem to find out remaining values for question number 7. Now, I consider question number 8. Question number 8. Find the diagonal of a rectangle whose length and breadth is 12 cm. Here I am drawing a rectangle. Length and breadth 35 and 12. So here ABC is a rectangle. That is question number 8. Here I am not taking the complete proof. Here this value is given to you. The question is find the length of diagonal. So if I draw this diagonal, as ABCD is a rectangle, quadrilateral ABCD is a rectangle. Therefore, angle B equal to 90 degree. This angle is right angle. So if we omit this portion, that is right angle triangle, so you have to use Pythagoras theorem, and by using Pythagoras theorem, you will find out value of AC. I hope you can perform it. So remaining, perform yourself. Okay. Now, next question, that is question number 9. I am considering proof of that one, and then I will stop here. Question number 9. So we will continue in the next period. Question number 9. Okay. So let's start second last question of 2.1. So in this we will start ninth question. You are given that such diagram. PRQ 90 degree, and that is median. Using this information, you are given that in triangle PQR, angle R equal to 90 degree, PM is median of triangle PQR. Okay, and to prove, what do you want to prove? PQ square is equal to 4 PM square minus 3 PR square. That you want to prove. Okay, so let's start this proof. So here, by starting proof, as PM is median of triangle PQR. Therefore, RM equal to MQ equal to half of RQ. Okay, equal to half of RQ. That mentioned. Now check your diagram. First of all, we will consider this right angle triangle. This right angle triangle in triangle PRM. In triangle PRM, angle R equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem. So if we use Pythagoras theorem here, you will get PM square is equal to PR square plus RM square. Now, for a purpose, whatever I want to prove, I am transferring this PR on this side. So here you will get PM square minus PR square is equal to RM square. Mark this as equation 1. Okay. Now, forget this. Now consider this larger triangle. Again, that is right angle triangle. So we will use Pythagoras theorem. In triangle PRQ by Pythagoras theorem. So here you will get PQ square is equal to PR square plus RQ square. Okay. PQ square is equal to PR square plus RQ square. But as Rn equal to MQ equal to RQ, So if we find the value of RQ, we transfer this to RQ equal to what? Twice Rm. So instead of RQ, we put the value of this RQ by from this twice Rm. Therefore, PQ square equal to PR square plus instead of RQ twice Rm. That is done here as RQ is equal to 2Rm. RQ equal to 2Rm. So here if we solve this, we will get PQ square is equal to PR square plus 4 Rm square plus 4 Rm square. Now put down value of Rm square from equation 1. That is value of Rm square, this one. So here PQ square equal to PR square plus 4 times. Now put down value of Rm square 4 times. Now value of Rm square from equation 1, that is PM square minus PR square from 1. Whatever changes we made, that is from 1. So if we simplify this, we will get PQ square is equal to PR square plus 4 PM square minus 4 PR square. So here, therefore, we get PQ square equal to, I have this 4 PM square, and now minus 4 square PR square plus PR square is minus 3 PR square. That is our required proof. That is our required proof. So in this way we put that one. Now I am giving hint for question number 10. Just hint. I am not solving the complete question. Just hint. For question number 10, walls of two buildings are parallel to each other. Walls of two buildings parallel to each other. Okay. Then on the either side of the street, that is street, these are two buildings. Then a ladder 5.8 meter long is placed on the street such that the top reaches to the building on 4 sides. Ladder. Let us say that is ladder. Ladder of height 5.8 meter reaches to top of building having 4 meter height. And then on turning the ladder, now this ladder is turned to this side. That is the ladder again. Same ladder turned. Same height 5.8 reaches to the height 4.2. 4.2 meter of the building. Now your question is, find the width of the street. We want to find out this portion. So here if we consider AB is wall of one building, CD is wall of another building, and here this is E. That is ladder. That is E. That is the same ladder after turning E. Now the question is, find the width of the road. So for that, in this triangle, explain this first. AB is wall of first building, AE is ladder, CD is wall of second building, ED is the same ladder, then AB 4, AE 5.8, ED 4.8, 5.8, BC 4.2. In this triangle, use Pythagoras theorem as wall are perpendicular to the base. So here, directly use Pythagoras theorem, find out BE. In the same way, in this triangle, use Pythagoras theorem, find out BC, and then find out BC, BE plus BC. That is the width of the road. Okay. So here we have